Hello everybody, I'm here to do the soulmate reading energetically today for the whole entire collective with soulmate energies. And there's a lot of energies going on in the air today, so it's a grounding day. It's a day where you need to step back, and with this Queen of Spades, aka Queen of Swords, you need to balance your energies more. There's a lot of shifts going on. There's a lot of house cleaning going on. Not house cleaning, but house cleaning, decluttering your energies. And there's a lot of balance coming in that's working its way in with soulmate relationships. Whether you're in a new relationship or you're in an existed relationship, it does not matter. And this is a very general reading, so take strictly what resonates, and whatever doesn't resonate, no worries. I do private readings for soulmates, okay? So if there are things that I'm targeting on and you need to know deeper insights into your own personal relationship energies, I do them. And you could reach me through my website, which is www.angelswhisper1122.com, okay? So today's kind of a day where you need to just balance yourself, release and remove anything that no longer serves you, because there's a lot of energy that's shifting, and it may feel heavy for some. It may be shifting through waves of energies. In others, there are things that are breaking off that no longer need to be there, hence the decluttered being the opposing factor of the energies today, and the balancing act being the foundation card. The Queen of Swords is the outcome, so time to step into your balance and focus on movement. All right, the energies today is this. I'm working with my Lenormand cards for both the energies and behind the scenes, and there seems to be a lot of making way. This is the wheel, so it's saying that this energy, this card today, for new and beginning relationships, this feels like you're entering into a new way, and it's going around in circles. There's a lot of new beginnings coming in, a lot of shifted connections coming in. There's going to be, like I said, some of these energies are going to be strong, others of them are going to be waves of energies, and I do feel like this is a good and mild energy. Today is a day to work on your feminine side. It's a sign, the energies today with relationships energetically. This card is a sign to those who are good and mild. They are treasured by friends as a mother does with her child. So you really need to focus on building that deep connection with your partner. And even if things don't feel like the communication is settling, there is going to be some changes with that, some feeling of connection. I'm getting kind of like the energy that things are going around in circles, especially the way this wheel is moving. This little girl has some kind of stick that's trying to stop the wheel from moving around. So I'm feeling like there's a lot of, and there's a shadow here on the ground. There's a so shadows are coming around, and it's going around and round and round and round in circles. So this could be what I'm feeling with the shadows on the ground and the shadows on the little girl here, that there's shadows that are coming up with emotions or with thoughts and feelings. I've been talking about the past issues coming around and working through the cycles of change, and that's exactly what I'm feeling. The shadows are being confronted. The shadows are coming up to be resolved. And whether they're in a strong level or they're going through heavy shifts or they're going through mild shifts, there's a lot of things going around and around and around. This could be obstacles that are starting to come to a close. They could also be just conflicts with trying to work together. I do feel new changes coming in. Every day the energy shifts. That's why I do these readings every day. Yesterday I was feeling a lot of energies being guided and some relationships changing to more commitment. So this is going around and around and around. I feel like the energies with this card, it's showing that these cycles are going around in circles, but some of them are also starting to come up with the shadows. So I'm feeling like that could be something that you both are starting to see that are triggers. And because she's holding a stick to try to stop the wheel from turning around in circles, that's what I'm feeling like. There's something that's finally coming through to finally stop with the heaviness, or it's time to stop so you can move forward. There's a lot of forward action coming through in the next few days, I feel. And there's going to be some moments where it feels like the shadows just never end for some of you. For others of you, I'm feeling like these energies are starting to come into a different phase. So the energy is going from feeling that shadow side, the shadow side that needs to come to light. So there's more light coming through to bring more clarity, to bring more balance, to bring more stagnant energy to a close. There's movement coming in, and of course with this wheel going around and around in circles, that's showing also movement. So there are changes coming in, there is movement coming around, and I do feel the shadow is going to start coming into a more of a reflective type of feeling, so that way whatever is hidden is going to start coming to light. And it does not matter if you're in a new relationship or existed relationship. This energy is for both. And I feel like even if you're in an existed relationship, these things that are going around in circles are meant to be seen, and so you can nip it at the bud, as they say. So there is clarity coming in, and there's a big release that's coming through. We just came from a full moon in Aquarius that leapt into Pisces full moon, and now the moon, last night the moon was waning in Pisces. Today the moon is waning in Aries, so there's going to be some action coming in with that full moon in Aries. I mean the waning moon in Aries, sorry. So there's a lot of reflective energies that are going to start taking action. So there's going to be, that's why I'm feeling there's going to be some kind of movement, some kind of shift. And it's time to take action, but don't take action too soon that you miss the hidden insights that are coming up. I do feel a lot of the communication is going to start coming through if it has not already. So the triggers, I almost said tractors, are retracting. Whatever is going on right now in your relationship is starting to come to a halt as she's stopping this wheel from moving, so that things can slow down and start moving forward. I do feel more balance. Whatever challenges you've been going through with your partner lately, things are going to start making a smooth recovery. And that's the energies for today for new and existed relationship. For those of you in a very new relationship, this could be movement to start talking more about yourselves. I'm seeing shadows, and shadows are not always a bad thing. Shadows are who you are, and especially because it's a shadow of the wheel, the shadow of the little girl. It's communication that I feel is going to start opening up and expanding with who you are, and showing your new partner who you are, and they will in turn with you. It's still in that brand new stage where your things are still not clear yet, but they'll start to show themselves. There's going to be more reflective energies that'll start to come through. Okay, so that's the energies for today for a new existed relationship. The union energy is the start. And there's, again, having to do with communication, things being said that need to be said. There's, what I'm getting from this, especially because it's saying whether north or south, it's best to be on your way. Instead of holding back your feelings, I do feel like this is a message. Birds are communicators. This one is landing on and balancing on one foot. The other stork is starting to land somewhere. It's still flying midair to find its landing spot, okay? So there's a lot of things coming in. And some of you, I feel, are still wanting to express yourself, but you're still at that, shall I say something or should I not? Okay? Others of you in relationships may be going through just some little pitfalls, that's all. Nothing major. There's still some things that want to be said that's going to start coming out. That's been going on a lot lately with soulmates and even with twin flames. There's a lot of energies going on circulating around the masculine energies. So whether it's a twin flame union or a soulmate relationship, there's a lot of masculine energy that's starting to, release their load. So that way they can show you and expand more with their feelings, with what they want to say. And it's also saying, this card is also saying, don't stay here long today. So whatever your partner or you need to say, don't hold it in too much. Between the energies with the new and existed relationship and the union energy, there's that need to fully just be open. If there's a confrontation that arises from it, then there's balancing here on one foot, and there's a balancing act right here on the foundation card. So there is that need to really examine, but don't examine it to the point where you don't open up or you don't show your feelings, because there may be some things that are hidden still, but there's soon to be a stop here. So the shadow self is going to start to express itself. Energetically today, I feel like soulmates and twin flames are going through this energy that's starting to bring more reflection to light. There's a need to really let go of conflicts and clear the air and just express how you feel. Don't stay too long with trying to figure out what you want to say. I feel like your partner is wanting to hear more about you, especially if you're in a new relationship. Existed relationships, I feel like you and your partner just really want to open up and talk about things that you have been meaning to say, things in your heart, or even if it's a new topic of something that you both want to discuss. There's something new that's coming along, especially since it's this card is saying whether north or south, it's best to be on your way. So there's different directions where your communication is coming from. And it doesn't matter which direction it is. The topic, I feel like for some of you, there's a new topic of conversation that you're wanting to bring to the table. It could be added to what has been long to be spoken, but hasn't been spoken. So either some of you are going to start opening up and expressing your feelings, or there's a new topic that's added to what you've been trying to say. For others of you, this could be something interesting that opens up your heart to new discovery. Not all of you, but I'm feeling a few of you are trying to because you're at the point in your relationship where you're balanced and things are starting to feel light and smooth and there's more passion. I feel like for some of you, this conversation has to do with what you desire and what you want to move into the next phase. Because like I said yesterday, some of you that have been in a relationship for a while, the last few months, the last 6 months, may be wanting to discuss moving in together or taking a vacation together. I do feel like there's a new discovery that you both are sharing and wanting to express. There's a deepening with wanting to always be together. For some of you who see your boyfriend or girlfriend or wife, it's a tight relationship, not necessarily a husband and wife, but it could be a husband and wife if the husband or wife is always working and you need downtime. But I am feeling more like this is a relationship that's not tied to a marriage or tied to moving in together. So there could be some commitment that's drawing you both to rediscover or discover new ways of being together or discover new ways of working to the next phase where there's more commitment coming in. I do feel a greater bit of love. It's deepening. It's a lot lighter than it has been for a while. So for some of you that have been working on communication and really building and letting things be known, you are discovering new things. You are opening up to different levels and layers of a topic. So whether it's taking a vacation together or whether it's talking about moving closer or maybe moving in together, or just wanting to discuss new ways of doing things, more social events, more socializing. There's just something new that's coming together, and whatever is stagnant for some of you, it's only going to be stagnant for a little bit longer. Energetically today, the shadows are being seen and you're being told to not stay there for too long, because if you stay there for too long, it'll pass you by. That's what my higher self is just telling me and showing me. The behind the scenes energy is the cross. Usually in Lenormand, that means that it's like a cross to bear. It's something that has to finally come to the resources. It finally has to come together so that way things will be revealed. This is not a religious statement. In Lenormand, the cross has to do with finding a cross to bear. So what I'm getting with this is that whatever has been feeling heavy or stagnant, this does not, again, have to do with spirituality, has nothing to do with religion. This cross has to do with cross to bear. You have to work on what has been blocking you. Otherwise, it's just going to be going nowhere anytime soon. And that's for those of you who are in relationships where you've been working on creating a new balance, a new positive outlook. Because this cross is upright, it shows that there will be healing involved. Again, this is not spiritual or religion. This feels more like it's coming to pass, and the cross that's bearing is starting to bring more light to what the surface is. And I feel like a lot of you are going to be surprised with what you see, because I feel like a lot of you have been thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking that you had the answers, but this cross is showing me that it's something that you didn't expect. And this does not necessarily have to do with anything dealing with a problem. This could be an easy resolution, a positive reflection of bringing healing, bringing connections, bearing your soul. opening up your consciousness and really relaying the expression that you've been trying to express. That is what I am getting, especially with this wheel. These triggers, these shadows. The cross is bringing more atmospheric energy where you can what is being exposed is finally coming to light, especially the light that's around this cross. That shows me that there's more light that's coming up from what's being exposed here. And with this stork, with this cross, you are going to be able, behind the scenes, you're going to be able to really bring out what is needing to be said, what you're feeling, what your goals are, more ambitions. If there's a healing that's needed, this cross is going to help you resolve these issues, because again, it's bearing your energy. It's taking off the issues and putting them back together. So it's a positive reflection, a positive resolution, especially since this is up right now. If it was reversed, that would show that there's something that is deeper than what is really going on. But because this is upright, it's showing that whatever is conflicted or whatever that is needing to be reviewed or reignited is going to come to light, and it is going to come to a pass, and things will start to be more reflective. There's going to be more of a positive resolution instead of a doubtful, fear, restrictive, there's none of that. Not with this cross upright. And especially with the stork in the wheel with this cross shows that there's going to be some ambitious energy coming to light, okay? So you don't need to worry about anything that you feel you've had to, okay? Because this cross is showing you what you thought it was, or what you thought was the problem, or what you thought was blocking you is actually not what you thought it was. Something new, the topic that I was talking about, is bringing light to a situation that's going to bring in better strength, more connections to what you truly desire together. So whether you're new or you're in an existed relationship, your relationship is growing stronger, okay? And what is going on with the opposing factor is cleaning house. Again, this has nothing to do with dusting, cleaning. This has to do with more like of those shadows, getting rid of the shadows, getting rid of, decluttering the energies that have been blocking and bringing stagnation to your relationship. There's a lot more balance coming in, a lot more cleansing of the energies, cleansing out the emotions, any frustrations. It's clearing it out. It's bringing in more harmony. This broom is just wiping the slate clean so that the new can come in. And with the cat, the majestic energy of the cat, the window, if you look out the window, there's a bird on a branch and the tree is bare. So things are newly coming in, freshly cleaning the energy, getting rid of the static, getting rid of the painful past. There's more harmony, more happiness coming in. So there's fresh air, fresh energy coming in. This drawer is open, which shows me that what's in this drawer is going to be taken out and put away or thrown away. But there's more things here that, again, that are being shown. Again, with how the energy here is showing shadows. This drawer has a drawer that's open, showing things that are in the drawer. There's a bird on this, on top here. So there's communication, there's spirit guidance. This cat is definitely bringing in that majestic energy, bringing guidance in. And there's a lot of wear and tear on the energies, and they're being freshly renewed. I'm hearing the dust will settle. So that is definitely coming in from the opposing factor. What is being exposed with this drawer being open and the shadows on the ground here? There's a lot of exposure coming in, and the light is coming in from the cross, which brings in more positive changes. And with the foundation being balancing act, everything is just strong. There's more strength. There's more connections to working through any issues that need to be resolved. And there are hearts flowing. There's a ship. This looks like a ring. It's like on a ball, or maybe a bubble. Actually, no. It's a line. It's a wheel that's going on this thin line right here. So there is a lot of energies that have been exposed, are starting to balance themselves out. I feel like those are the emotions that were hidden. Things are starting to come to light again, like I was saying before. So there's a very thin line. So whatever is thin and burying itself is starting to be resolved and starting to be released. And that is the foundation card. So that's bringing more foundation in. So if you're worried that the situation is not improving, these cards are showing that there is improvement and there is stability coming in. There's security. If you don't feel the security, then you and your partner need to work on more balance. You need to not control the situation. And that's another thing that I'm seeing with this ship on a wheel, on a very thin wheel. Again, with the wheels, movement. So there's balanced energy coming in today. So you need to really focus on allowing things to really be connected. Okay? So instead of trying to control how things will be, you need to let them flow naturally. So that way the balance will continue to come in. The balance will still be reflected, and allow the movement to come in smoother. Because if there is no balance, this ship could fall off the wheel and fall down. It's high in the sky here. So this ship could fall and crumble if there's no balance. And that could be your energies with you and your partner. If you're not allowing for balance to come in, there's going to be some more things that show up that feel like they're going to be tight or even frustrated. So you need to let loose. You need to focus on letting things flow evenly without trying to control the situation, because things are falling into place, okay? There's balance coming in, there's improvement coming in, there's solidarity coming in. And in this picture, there are hearts that are falling out of this ship here. So there is more love coming in. There's more balance with your romantic feelings. There's more balance with what you truly want with your partner. Whether you're in a new relationship, you're figuring things out smoothly without wondering where it's going. Instead of wondering where it's going, whether you see your new partner or not all the time, things are going to take its course, and then things will start to be smooth and flow smoother. And I'm hearing now is not the time for you to be worried about anything. So you just need to let things flow. Because the more you let things flow, the easier it's going to be on you and your partner. And this is the outcome for today's energy, the Queen of Swords, aka Queen of Spades. And this Queen of Swords in my Illuminated Tarot deck, which is part tarot and the other part cartomancy. There is, with this Queen of Swords, it's all about strategy, it's all about intelligence, it's all about using your ability to, and higher ambition, stepping into your power and letting things be the way they're supposed to be. This Queen of Swords, aka Queen of Spades, never pushes things. She's using her imagination. She's using her intelligence. Her intuition is heightened. So whether you're a queen or whether you're the queen or you're the king, this Queen of Swords is not about whether you're a feminine or whether you're a masculine. Although it could be some of you are a queen and you're strongly gifted with your mind and or your mind is working on stepping forward and letting things flow while your partner needs your guidance with that. This is all about strength and stepping into your power. And there are a lot of you females that are the Queen of Swords. So that is helping your relationship grow smoother. This also shows me patience, because there's two sides to this queen. One queen upright is ready for action. The other is in thought mode. So there's thinking of what to do next, but there's also stepping into your power and using your power wisely. I am feeling strongly connected that it's leaning towards more gradual changes. Once everything falls into place, things are going to be more balanced. However, you need to have the kinds of mindset that even if things don't feel or look a certain way, there's still balance coming in. Don't say, well, when it is more balanced and I'll feel better. No, you need to step in your power now, so that way things will start to fall into place and it will come in smoother. All right. So these are the energies for soulmates today. Okay. So step into your power and let things fall into place. And if you follow me on YouTube already, thank you very much. If you're new to my channel and you've been watching but you haven't subscribed to me, go ahead and press that subscribe button. And when you do, press that bell, because when you press the bell, it automatically gives you instant access, okay, to when I post my videos. When I upload them, you'll get instant access to that. Going around in circles with that. Excuse me. And go ahead and like this video, please, because it shows that you support what I do, what I share with you. And to book your private reading, www.angelswhisper1122.com is where you can book your soulmate reading. Okay, and share this with anyone who feels like they need extra guidance. Namaste, everyone, and relax and go with the flow. It's all about balance.